The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for 1 hour. The net is also streaming live on YouTube at Rob VE1RMJ. That's Rob VE1RMJ. So that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After all the Maritime stations are called in, stations from outside the area will get a chance to check in. A reminder, due to the delay in the system, key up for a second or two before transmitting and keep the PTT button on for a second or two after your transmission has finished. Okay, first of all, do we have any announcements for the net? Any announcements at all? Go ahead. Nothing hurt. Just want to let everybody know we got 27 nodes connected already here tonight. So it looks like it's going to be another good net there. I see a couple from the States and a couple from Ontario. So don't be shy, guys. When you get a chance to come in there, by all means, come on in and take part in the net. Okay, first of all, we're going to call in any short time stations or mobile stations. Short time stations, they got to get away, and mobile stations first. Any stations, come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Mike Yankee Mobile, VE9.
V1 Golf Bravo. Okay, I got two in that first round. Mike, VE9MY Mobile 9, come on in.
Good evening, Jim. I'm not 9, but anyway. VE1 Julie Bravo Lima, VE1MY Mobile 9. Not much going on, Jim. Just got home from the second trip from the island. Moved my daughter over to Charlottetown. And I just come by the petrol can there just outside of Port Elgin. Anyway, Jim, just give you a mark on the slate. On the slate. Hopefully everybody stay safe and stay warm. VE1MY Mobile, VE9.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Yeah, I should be able to get you on Simplex then. You should be very close to our area there, so very good. Thanks, Mike, and yeah, I knew you were hoping you would just do it in one, but 2 trips, so very good. Hey, Mike, safe trip, rest of the way home there, and we'll talk to you later on there, 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Cape Breton and see Gordon, VE1 Golf Bravo, VE1 JBL. Come on in. VE1 Golf Bravo, VE1 GB. Go ahead, Gordon.
Yeah, okay, I thought I was transmitting there. I guess maybe not. V1 Juliet Bravo. You hear me now, Jim?
Yep, copying you loud and clear this time. Go ahead, Gordon. VE1 GB, VE1 JBL. Go ahead, Gordon, if you're on there.
Yep, I don't know what's going on here, there, Jim. If I pull the mic out of the or what. But anyway, all the best. 73. Thank you for calling me in. This is V1 Golf Bravo.
Okay, very good, Gordon. I got you that time there. Yeah, I see you're using your node this time instead of going through Matt's location there. So maybe something to do with your computer setup or whatever. But when you come in, you're coming in loud and clear there. Try it one more time.
Yep, okay, Jim, we'll give it another try. Maybe I kind of pulled the mic out of the radio here. There, I noticed that could be one of my problems. Anyway, nothing to report, Jim. Thank you for calling me in, and thanks for VA1MRT for fixing up my WireX here and hearing some stations coming in nice and clear here today, Jim. All the best to everybody listening from VE1 Golf Bravo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. No, you came in loud and clear that time, so no problem at all there. So just keep an eye on it there. I'm sure you'll figure it out there. And thanks very much for coming in from beautiful St. Peter's, Cape Breton, one of our favorite camping grounds down there. Thanks again, Gordon, 7-3 for now. Okay, any other short time stations or mobile stations? Short time stations or mobile stations before we get started? Go ahead.
Victor Echo 1, Mike Papa.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango.
Okay, two more stations there. VE1MMP and VA1MRT. Top of the list. Michelle, come on in. VE1MMP, VE1JVL.
VE1JBL, this is VE1MMP. Good evening, Jim. Just calling for a quick check-in, say hello to everybody on the frequency. Nothing really to report as I get go out the door there and head to the swimming pool for a little workout. Nothing else to report. Good evening to all. 73 from VE1MMP.
Yeah, okay, very good, Michelle. Thanks very much for taking part there tonight down in Dartmouth, and have yourself a great evening there, 7-3 for now. And let's go back to Cape Breton and see Matt, VA1MRT, VE1JBL.
V1 JBL, Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango here. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to Gordy and Mike and everyone else here on the net tonight. Just want to get a quick check-in here, just sit with my little fella here and watching cartoons and having a little snack. So soon gonna get him ready for bed. So we'll say 73 and hope you have a good net, and thanks for doing it. Thanks for doing the net tonight there, Jim. This is Victor Alpha 1, Mike Romeo Tango, 73.
Yeah, okay, very good, Matt. Thanks very much for taking part. And hello to the young fella there, and we'll talk to you again there for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, so let's open it up now. Let's go to Prince Edward Island first. Any stations on PEI that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion? Come on in.
Victor Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Indian Tower.
Okay, I got two stations that time. I got BY2GF and VE1AIC. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island that would like to check in the net? Come on in. Nothing heard. Let's go in and see George. BY2GF, VE1JBL. Good evening, George.
Well, good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net. I'm coming through Charlottetown. Well, kind of a slow day. Played radio a little bit, and well, I got to research that storm that's coming on the weekend, and but it looks of things I won't have to take any antennas down. So I hope everybody has a good week, and we look forward to this net next Wednesday. Victor Yankee 2 Golf Foxtrot.
VY2GF, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, George. Yep, they have us right in the bullseye coming up the Bay of Fundy here again for this storm. So looks like we're going to get another big dumping there for sure, and I'm sure that'll head over your way too. So you better keep an eye on it, that's for sure. 7-3, thanks very much for taking part, and have yourself a good evening. And good evening, Ron. You're all broken up there. I hardly could, as a matter of fact, I couldn't tell who you were, except when I looked on the screen here. I seen the VE1AIC, so I'm not sure what the problem was. But come on and give it a try. VE1AIC, VE1JBL.
Okay, Jim, didn't copy anything there. Network is acting up again. We're loaded, I guess. I see 29 nodes on there, and they lost the socket. QRU from Charlottetown, V1 AIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. VE1AIC, VE1JBL. Yeah, you came in loud and clear that time. The first time around, I couldn't hear you at all. I just saw you on the screen there. So, yeah, things may be acting up a little bit. You're right, 29 nodes on the system here. So, anyways, I did get all your information there, and thanks very much for taking part tonight, 7-3. Okay, let's go to Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net. First round for the province of Nova Scotia. Stations that would like to check into the net, please come in.
Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo. Victor Echo 1 Alpha Charlie Sierra.
Victor Alpha 1, India Romeo Oscar.
1, Charlie Sierra Echo.
Victor Echo 1, Delta Alpha Delta.
Victor.
Okay, I got most of that time, but there was a double in there, so I'm going to give you who I have, and then I'll look for other stations again. I have Victor Echo 1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 ACS, VE1 CSE, VE1 DAD, and VE1 LV. I know there was a VA1 station in there that I missed, and any other stations that would like to check in from Nova Scotia. Come on.
Victor Alpha 1, India Romeo Oscar. Whiskey, and I see him double for somebody. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey. VA1 Victor Charlie. Victor Echo 1, Charlie Hotel Lima.
Okay, I think I get everybody that time. This time around, I got VE1 LV, VE1 JW, VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 CHL, and VA1 India Romeo Oscar. So we'll go with that group first. Let's go into Oxford and see Mike. VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Mike.
VE1 JBL, VE1 Zulu Bravo. Good evening, Jim. And good evening, everybody on frequency. Not much report from Oxford tonight. Nice day here, especially in the afternoon. I guess get out in the snowshoes for a bit. It was fun, and sounds like the net's off to a great start. Thank you for doing the net. VE1 Zulu Bravo.
VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Mike. Very good. Thanks very much for taking in the net tonight there. Yeah, sounds like it's going to be a good one here. So, we'll be talking to you again. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. Now, this is a new one for me, but I do have him on my list here, so I must have heard him on here before, and I think he's down in Port Hawkesbury, if I'm not mistaken. Ullman, VE1 ACS, VE1 JBL. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion. Come on in.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, and you're doing a fine job there. My first time checking in Jeanette, and thank you for the privilege of allowing me in. A real nice sunny day and clear in Port Hawkesbury. Looking forward to some snow maybe tomorrow. But anyway, let her come. We can't do nothing about daylight. No traffic from here, Jim. Keep up the work. Everybody stay safe. Victor, Echo 1, Alpha Charlie Sierra, and hello to my friend Jared coming in behind me. VE1 ACS, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Almond. Thank you very much for taking part tonight and joining the net. And we're here every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So by all means, come on in and join in. And we'll definitely hear you on there for sure. 7-3 for now. Thanks very much. Okay, let's go to, we'll go down the list here. Bob, VE1 CSE, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Robert.
VE1 JBL, VE1 CSE, transmitting from a snowy New Minus. Snow is coming down fairly good now at the moment. We've accumulated about a little under 2 centimeters at the moment, but hey, you know, what can we say? It's winter. Hi. Let's see, anything else? I'll be standing by and listening here at CQ Maritimes Room. 7-3 for now, and I guess really that would be da-da-did-it, and then did-it, da-da. So, anyway, 73. Have yourselves a great evening, and you take her easy there. Everyone stay safe. VE1 JBL, VE1 CSE.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bob. And I'm surprised that you're getting some snow down there. I didn't think we were supposed to be getting any here, but anyways, yeah, okay. Well, I'll keep that in mind. It might be floating up our way here later on here, so I'll keep that in mind there. Okay, have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Now let's go see David, VE1 DAD, VE1 JBL, and Lower West Pubnico. Come on in, Dave.
VE1 JBL, VE1 DAD. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on frequency. It's kind of chilly here in South Nova Scotia, -7. I think it's supposed to go down in the double digits tonight. It's cold enough, I guess. -7 is really chilly. No traffic, just a check-in, so 73s. Thank you for taking me in.
Yeah, okay, very good, David. No problem at all. Yeah, same thing here. We're supposed to get in double digits here tonight. It's supposed to be, I think we're supposed to be close to -20 here in Amherst tonight, or in the northern Nova Scotia here. So it has dropped for sure there. I went out this morning, took the dog for a walk this morning, and it was beautiful out. I thought it was really nice, but I went out at 5 o'clock before the sun set there, and I found it extremely cold. So, yeah, it was dropping all afternoon there, that's for sure. Anyways, thanks for checking in. Thanks for coming aboard, and have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Valley and see Hal. VE1 LV, VE1 JBL. Good evening.
VE1 JBL, this is VE1 LV. Very good evening, Jim, and all those on the net. And the number of dwellings in this area have been sold to a gentleman in cultured Upper Canada, but apparently he originally was a Truro native. But nothing has changed. Unlike New Brunswick, rent control, there's a cap on here in Nova Scotia, so we don't have to live with a high rent increase. Not until 2023, I guess things are going to change. Anyway, back to you, Jim. This is the E1 LV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Hal. Yeah, everybody's assessments went up this year, that's for sure, including myself there. So I've been hearing a few of the guys talking there about the assessments there and how much they've gone up this year here. So, anyways, very good. Thanks, Hal, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Greenwood and see Eric. VE1 JW, VE1 JBL, and are you getting any snow down there, Eric? Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Yep, it's been snowing here off and on all day. Not a big accumulation, maybe a couple of centimeters. No huge accumulation yet, but been off and on ever since we got up this morning. Sometimes it comes heavy, then it slows down a little bit. It did stop for a little tiny bit this afternoon, then it started again, but long enough we don't get the years lowered a little bit so we don't get charged dog tax or anything like that. It's getting a little shaggy, so we're good for another 4 or 5 weeks, I guess, and I can go back again. Other than that, just played on FT8 for a couple hours today. Made 20 contacts or so. Didn't make anything startling, but just a few contacts. And other than that, nothing too much else exciting for the day. V1 JW.
Yeah, okay, very good on everything there, and the haircut and the FT8 there. So sounds like you've had a positive day, I guess. So, anyways, very good. Take care. Have yourself a good evening there, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you for sure. 7-3 for now. Let's go into hand sport and see Dawn and the latest on the animal count. VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 JBL. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and good evening, everybody on the net tonight. I was outside for a little while, and I did step off the part that was plowed. And as soon as I got over the deeper snow, there was just enough crust on there, make it hard to pull my feet out. So I went 10 feet in, and I turned around and come 10 feet out. So my legs are not strong, and I can't. Just a little thing I had to do, but I didn't want to get out, so I come back. But anyway, I'm hoping to go shopping here one of these days. Too long. I want to get some storm chips and some raisin bread. I hear the storm's going to come, and I'm hoping I'm going to have something to eat during the storm. And as long as I don't lose my power, treats, I mean. I always eat my treats before the storm comes, and then the rest of the month when the storm comes, my treats are all gone. So I'm hoping the time is just right. But anyway, I was watching Boston down there, and they said this and they said that about the storm, and then they had a story about of all things, about how bad the rats are in Boston. And I thought, gee whiz, you're saying a great thing about your city on your national broadcast there. But anyway, they got these big rats down there in Boston, I guess. But and I'm leading into me here in a minute. So anyway, I was sitting here for a while today, and I was watching, and I looked out there, and boom, what was that? Now something come in. What was it? And you're looking at these different tree branches, and all I could see for a little while was these long tail feathers, and they were right close together. They're not like a hawk or nothing, not like a red-tailed hawk, but they were, kind of tailed out there quite a bit. They're narrow ones, long tails sticking down. So eventually it rolled around a little bit, and I saw what it was, and it was a gigantic goshawk. And I'm going to have to tell you, I think the goshawk is the best rat catcher there is, because I've been seeing 2 or 3 little puddles around here. I got some new visitors I don't want. And these little puddles are the streams of red. You know what that is? And I don't think it's my little birdies. I think it's those things we don't want around here. And as I was considering it before I started talking tonight, I've had the owls here, and I've had this one, and I had that one, all these different things, foxes and cats and whatever, owls and all this. But I think the best one is the goshawk, because he can twist and turn and fly in so fast. But if you can make your place more available for him to land and come in quick and capture some of these things and leave a little seed on the ground, you might find yourself a new rat catcher, because I think they're the best of all. Well, that's my story for today, Jen. Okay, Jim, thanks for calling me in. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don, and good on the hawks there, yeah. Yeah, and speaking of the animals, I think I mentioned to you before there that last year I had a little squirrel out here. He had no tail, a very, very short tail, so I called him Shorty, and he would eat right out of my hand here. He would come right up and sit on my leg and eat right out of my hand here last year, and he was here until spring, and then he disappeared, and I never saw him all summer. I never saw him in the fall, and I said, oh, maybe a fox or something got him, and that'd be the end of him there. Hadn't seen him all winter. Well, he showed up yesterday. The first time he showed up yesterday in the feeders, so maybe he had good enough stuff hidden away there to eat. And, of course, he didn't have to come there. But he showed up yesterday, and he was here again today. So my little friend is back here. So maybe when it warms up a little bit, I'll go out and sit in the chair and see if I can get him to come back and eat at my hand here. So that's what I'll be looking forward to here down the road here. Thanks, Don, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk to you again. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Truro and see Scott, VE1CHL, VE1JBL. Good evening.
VE1JBL, VE1CHL. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to everyone that's listening there this evening. -11 in Bottle Hill this evening. And as you mentioned earlier, it did certainly get colder as the afternoon went on. Anyhow, not much going on here. Hope everyone has a good evening and a good day tomorrow. VE1CHL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Scott. Good on everything there, and thanks very much for taking part in that there. 7-3 for now. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the list for Nova Scotia. We've done PEI, so let's go do our first round for the province of New Brunswick. First round for the province of New Brunswick. Anybody like to check into the Maritime Fusion? This is your time.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, VE9 PKV.
VE9 GC.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima.
VE1 Alpha Japan Quebec.
Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango. Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango.
Victor Echo 9er, Zulu Papa.
Okay, that's a very good start from New Brunswick and well spaced out and everything. Great job, guys. I have VE9 PKV, VE9 Golf Charlie, VE1 NAT, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE9 CGL, VE1 AJQ, and VE9 Zulu Papa. Who else from New Brunswick would like to check into the net?
Victor Echo 9, Echo Uniform Victor Mobile, VE9 EUV Mobile.
Victor Echo 9, Alpha India, VE9 AI.
Okay, I got two more stations here. I got VE9 EUV Mobile and VE9 Alpha India. And we'll take the mobile station first. VE9 EUV Mobile, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Mark.
VE1 JBL, VE9 EUV Mobile. Good evening, Jim. All those on frequency tonight. I'm still working on a 24-hour watch today, so I thought I'd have a quick chance to run out to the truck and check in and see how everyone's doing around the Maritimes. Got hit with some snow there yesterday, made a mess, and must have counted about 5 or 6 cars in the ditch yesterday around Fredericton area. The plows weren't really out, but things cleared up today with some sun, but we're dropping down to some very cold temperatures tonight. I think it's supposed to be -29 overnight. So I hope everyone in the area and the rest of the Maritime stay safe and warm. And we'll say 7-3 to you all, and hope you enjoy your evening. This is VE9 EUV, back to VE1 JBL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mark. Good on everything there, and yeah, good on the temperatures. Yeah, I watched the weather tonight. They were saying -36 in Edmonton tonight. So, boy, she's going to be a cool one up there tonight. So Natalie will be coming here after. I'll tell her to put an extra blanket on there tonight. Anyways, Mark, thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go to the top of the list, and we'll go over Sackville, New Brunswick. VE9 PKV at VE1 JBL. Good evening, Praveen.
VE1 JBL. Good evening, Jim. This is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen speaking from Sackville. The temperature, according to my thermometer right now, is stating -16 at this time, and expected to go down to below -20. I don't know how slow it'll go. No other traffic. 73 to all. Have a warm, inside, cozy place near some firesides. 73 to all.
Yeah, okay, very good, Praveen. Good on everything there. Yeah, minus 20 tonight there. She's going to be a cool one, that's for sure. So we'll bring an extra couple of sticks of wood in there and stick in the fire there later on there. Have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for taking part. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Notre Dame and see Gordon. VE9GC, VE1JBL. Good evening.
V1JBL with the Wednesday Fusion net, VE9GC. Good evening there, Jim, and all on frequency. Gordon here in Notre Dame, where I'm watching the temperature drop. It's down to minus 17 with a wind chill of minus 20 here at the moment. So it's going to be a chilly one, I think, overnight. Going to go out there shortly and grab another armload of logs and get the wood stove banked up for the evening, and actually probably take a load downstairs, and we have a wood furnace as well. And so I may just get it primed up, and so if we can keep the house a little bit warmer this evening, saves on the electricity. Anyway, no particular traffic for the net, Jim. I just wanted to check in and say good evening to everybody. We're coming through my V9 Golf Echo Charlie node this evening. I've got the MFR repeater running in the background here on the FTM 400, and it seems to be staying pretty consistent this evening, maybe lagging a little bit behind what I'm hearing here on the FT3, but it's all is good. Anyway, Jim, thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me in, and hope everybody stays warm over the next couple of days, and that we don't get buried on the weekend. The E1JBL, the E9GC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gordon. Good and everything. Good on the wood furnace. Yeah, that would help out for sure. That's for sure. And yes, I'll be doing the same thing later on tonight here. I'll go out on the deck here and grab another armload of wood and bring it in for the wood stove here for the evening here. Anyways, thanks, Gordon. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk to you again. There's 7-3 for now. Now, speaking of cold, and I don't mean you, Natalie, but the area, VE1NAT, VE1JBL, come on in.
Yeah. I really appreciate that you tell me that tomorrow morning will be minus 36, which when I think it's minus 41. So I prepare the schedule for my at work for the person who will work at home one day per week. So next time I will check the temperature before I prepare the schedule, because yesterday I was at home, but next time I will make sure to check the temperature, so I will stay at home with the minus 36. So no problem. Tomorrow I just hope that the car will start and I will go to work. Have a nice evening.
Yeah, very good, Natalie. Good on everything there, and yes, for sure. There, just keep an eye on it there, because boy, that's a cold temperature for sure. So I couldn't believe when I first seen minus 36 there, but if they came back later and they showed me the same temperature, I said, "Brr, that's going to be cold up there tonight." Anyways, take care. Have yourself a great evening there, and stay warm there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go see, and let's go in the mountain and see Mike. VE9 Mike Tango Victor, or in Irish Town, I guess. VE9 Mike Tango Victor, VE1JBL. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion net, the E9 MTV. Good evening there, Jim. Good evening to everybody on the net, Gordon and Natalie, and everybody else checking in. Yeah, it's minus 16 here, a little bit 1 degree warmer than Gordon there. Supposed to come down to minus 25, I think, overnight. So, and you know what scares me the most, Jim? That storm on Saturday to Sunday. They never told us the amount, so it's I think they don't want to scare us, so maybe it's going to be a big dump. Because the other storm, they told us the amount, but this time they're not telling us any amount. So, and it's supposed to be a whole bunch of everything: rain, freezing rain, wind. So it's not. Seems that the weekend brings all those big storms there, Jim. Anyway, yeah, and glad to hear everybody on the net. Just a little reminder too. I noticed that a lot of stations are not keeping the push to talk pushed in there when they finish, and their last words are cut off there. So maybe think about it after you're done talking there. Just keep the push to talk for at least a second more. Anyway, Jim, have a good net. Sounding good here, and I see that VE9MJK. Another New Hampshire mountain area has got his note up on the CQ Maritime room, so hopefully he's going to check in there. So 7-3, Jim, have a good net. You're doing a good job, and hopefully we'll get some good numbers there. VE1JBL, VE9MTV, 7-3 all.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Good on everything there, and good on the storm. Yeah, I think it's going to be another doozy here and another weekend storm. So that seems to be the way it's going this year. That's for sure. So we'll see what happens. We got to take what we get there. And yeah, if Mike comes in there, I'll definitely get him in there. I do see him up on the screen here, so hopefully we'll hear from him later on there. Thanks, Mike, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. I haven't heard any stations on yet, Mike, from the Mountain Repeater here. So I'll keep an eye out and see if anybody comes through the Mountain Repeater here, and we'll see how they sound there tonight there. So very good. Okay, let's go up and see Jermaine, VE9CGL, VE1JBL. Very good evening.
Good evening, Jim, and everybody else on the Maritime Fusion net. Minus 24 here in St. Andre, next to Grand Falls. Supposed to be minus 32 or minus 33 tomorrow morning. So we'll take it. Someplace that has the cold and someplace has the snow. So there we go. Have a nice night, Jim, and 7-3 all around, and stay safe from VE9 Charlie Golf Lima.
Yeah, okay, very good, Jermaine. Good to hear you in there. And yeah, speaking of Grand Falls, now that you said that, I got a email from Mark this afternoon there, VE9MAO, and he mentioned to me, he said the Grand Falls repeater is acting up. Last week he got a new Bell Aligned rotor, and it's been acting up since. The repeater laptop, it's on his last legs. I got another one to swap it out, but might not be able to get it on for tonight's net. We'll let you know. But anyways, it is on tonight, so hopefully he did get some work done on anyway. So very good. Thanks, Jermaine. Yours sounded great. Absolutely no problem at all, and good to hear you in there for sure there. 7-3 for now. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, let's go into outside of Sackville and see Bob, VE1AJQ, VE1JBL. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and all on frequency. Nothing new, strangers, darling, here from the suburbs of Sackville, other than the fact it's cold. Hoping the mini splits will keep it warm enough for us tonight. Other than that, I'll say 7-3s and sit back and listen. VE1AJQ.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bob. Good on the suburbs of Sackville there. Yeah, that's a good way to put it there. So, anyways, yeah, stay warm and stay safe. 7-3. Talk to you later on there. Okay, let's go into Rush to Gornish. Boy, I hope I got that one right. I tried that without even going to the QRZ page, Don. And how close was I? VE9 Sulu Papa, VE1JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE9 Zulu Papa. Well, Jim, you were very close. The T is silent. Actually, there is no T in it. But good try, man. E for effort. My goodness, Jim. The way it sounds like up north, they're going to be getting swamped with some real low temperatures. I know we got the wood stove happening in the house in the basement. That's fired up, and it's just idling away nice. And out here in the shack, we got the wood stove going, and boy, oh boy, there's nothing like wood heat out here. Oh. We're nice and cozy there, man. going down to about only minus 23, so shouldn't be too bad. Also, just wanted to say to Parveen, I think it was PRJ. I'm not sure, just outside of Moncton there. He seemed a little close to the mic. I figure if he backs away about another half inch or so, that would get rid of any plosives. It sounded like he was getting a lot of breath on his P's and that. So, anyways, hope everybody in the room is having a great evening, and we'll say 7-3 for now. VE1, GBL, VE9, Zippy Poo, the big dog in the quarters. 7-3, Jim.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don. Good on everything there, and staying warm yourself there. I guess that's the thing we're talking about tonight. Is the cold? That's for sure. Very good. Thanks, Don. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, let's go into Fredericton and see Gary. VE9AI, VE1JBL. Very good evening.
VE1 JBL, net control, VE9AI, Gary and Fredericton on the Fredericton repeater. Yes, it's a cold night. It's minus 17 right now here. It's supposed to be minus 28, I guess, tonight. They just said on the news there, but it's a damp cold out there. I just took the dog out, and the dog's feeling much better. It's my son's dog, but I babysit him, but he's only a year and a half, but he's been sick, and he's on the mend now. Nothing that $2,800 didn't fix. It's a slippery slope when you get into the vet's office. Anyway, with that, nothing much new. We're just working on staying close to home and working on ham radio projects, I guess. And I haven't had my snowblower out yet. I've been trying to shovel it because I need the exercise. Even my neighbors come over and offered to help with their blower, and I said, no, I got a blower, and it's in there, but I want to shovel for the exercise. Anyway, with that, everyone have a great week, and stay warm. Throw an extra blanket on up there in Edmundston, and hope everybody has a great week. VE9AI clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gary. Good on everything there, and good on the dog there, and the vet bill. Yeah, we know exactly. We went through that ourselves, and I think our dog was only about a year and a half or 2 years when we had to take him up. We had to rush him up to Moncton and give an operation. But we were lucky. We put insurance on him. It was our first time we ever had purebred. So we put insurance on him when we got him, and the bill came to our brand over $2,000, and the insurance paid for 80% of it. So we got away with that pretty good. So, but anyways, he's getting up there in age there now. He's 11 now, and he's slowing down quite a bit here. So we've had him to the vet here a few times here lately, and it does cost. That's for sure. They see you coming. So anyways, thanks Gary for coming in, and yeah, keep yourself warm there for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, so that completes the first round of the Maritime provinces, so let's go for the second round, and we'll go to Prince Edward Island first. Anybody else left in PEI that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at second round? Over.
Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
Victor Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta, BPD.
Okay, very good. It would just stand by. We're doing PEI here at the moment. I do have Sterling BY2 SEC. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island? Anybody from PEI that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion at PEI stations? Go ahead.
Mobile, and I will not be on very long. 7-3.
Okay, BY2 SEC, VE1 JBL. Sterling, go ahead.
VE1JBL, VY2SCC. Good evening, Jim, and everyone on net. Not a great deal going on here. We're sitting at minus 14 here right now, but that's not bad. We're looking forward to another nor'easter here on the weekend, so it's getting to be a ritual. But not doing too much. We're sticking close to home. But anyway, everyone have a great day. A little late getting in tonight. I drew short straw on washing the supper dishes. So, hey, everyone take care. Have a great day, great evening. And 7-3 from Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
Yeah, okay, very good, Sterling. Good and everything there, and thanks very much for taking part. And sorry you got the short straw on the dishes tonight there. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, so let's go into Nova Scotia. And Edwin, I've got you in there down as a mobile station, I think. So any other stations from Nova Scotia? Second round for Nova Scotia. Any other stations like check in the Maritime Fusion net? Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 1, Kilo Echo Victor.
Victor Alpha 1, Bravo India Lima.
Victor Echo 1, Tango Whiskey Hotel Mobile, VE1 TWH.
Okay, I'll tell you who I got there so far. I got VE1EPD, VE1VOF, VE1KEV, VA1VIL, and VE1TWH Mobile. Any other stations from Nova Scotia? Any other stations from Nova Scotia? I'd like to get on the second round. Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Romeo Mike Juliet Sierra. VE1RMJ.
Okay, there was a perfect double there. I got you, Robert, VE1RMJ. Who was the other station?
Victor Echo 1, Alpha Sierra.
Okay, Jerry, I got you that time. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to the mobile stations first. VE1EPD, Edwin, I think you were mobile there. Yeah, I know you said you were QRU, but come on in if you're still hearing us.
VE1JB, those VE1EPD Mobile. Just think I'm out of range, not sure I'm getting through. If I am, just put me in the check-in. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, Edwin. Yeah, we got you that time, no problem at all. And FYI, on your call sign, it's only coming up as VE1EP. The D is not there. So just for your information, your call sign is coming up at VE1EP. QSL?
V1EPD, yeah, okay, I'll check that out tomorrow. Thank you, 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good, 7-3. Have yourself a great evening. Thanks for checking into the net here. Let's go to the other mobile stations. Tom, VE1TWH, VE1JBL. Where are we mobiling tonight? Tom, go ahead.
VE1JBL, VE1TWH, just a little provisioning running around town, and based on the temperature updates that I'm hearing, we're having a heat wave here at a balmy -8. Nothing else to report, sir, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for checking in, and VE1TWH clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Tom. Yeah, break out the lawn chairs. -8. Boy, that's just balmy. Very good. Okay, very good. Thanks, Tom, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Safe travels on your trip there. Okay, let's go up to VE1 BOF, VE1 JBL. Very good.
Hey, Jim. It's Victor Echo 1 Bravo Oscar Foxtrot. Just hanging around here in Auburn, Nova Scotia. And it's nice and warm here at -5, so not as bad as other places. That's a good thing. Went shopping today, hunkering down for getting all the same thing, provisions ready for the snow coming on the weekend. And other than that, not doing much around here. Just getting my booster shot tomorrow, and that's probably about it for me. Thanks for checking me in. Have a good one, everyone that's listening, and I'm sure I'll be hearing everyone again soon. Have a good one. 7-3. Victor Echo 1, JBL. Victor Echo 1, Bravo Oscar Foxtrot.
Yeah, okay, very good, Chris. Good on everything there, and good on the -5 there. Boy, you're the best temperature yet there, so good stuff. Thanks very much for coming in tonight there. Sure do appreciate it there, and have yourself a great evening. I'm sure we'll be talking to you. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Amherst and see Kevin, VE1 KEV, VE1 JBL.
Yeah, very good evening, Jim. V1 JBL, V1 KEV. Very good evening. Good evening to all on the net there tonight. Good crew there, that's for sure. Playing around here, checking emails and stuff here in the shack there tonight. And we were down at the skating rink there earlier and watched Lily and one of her girlfriends skate around while Mama and I enjoyed a hot chocolate. Anyway, it is certainly chilly, that's for sure. I got -13 here in town. It's certainly cooled down, but it's nice with the fire on, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll continue listening along, Jim. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for calling me in. 7-3, have yourself a great evening there as well. The 1 JBL from the 1 Kilo Echo Victor. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, very good. Kevin, good on the skating rink there. And was it busy tonight, Kevin? And is that lit up at night?
No, it wasn't busy, actually. The girls had the rink all to themselves until an older lady come along, you know. I say older, but she's probably my age. And, yeah, it is well lit up, yeah. It's really nice. Over?
Yeah, okay, very good, Kevin. Yeah, I've seen them there skating before, but of course, always been in the daytime there, so I wasn't sure if they had that lit up. I guess I wasn't really looking to see if there's any lights around. But, anyways, very good. Okay, very good. Thanks, Kevin. Have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for taking part in the net there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go down to Wilmot. I think that's where Bill's at. VA1 BIL, VE1 JBL. Good evening.
V1 JBL, VA1 BIL. Good evening, Jim, and everybody else on the Maritime Fusion net here. Yes, I'm coming from Wilmot, coming through on the Kentville repeater tonight. And, yeah, it's a cold night here, too. Not as bad as, obviously, New Brunswick, but it's a colder winter than normal, that's for sure. And lots of snow here in the valley. A lot more than normal, that's for sure. Anyway, I don't really have too much to say. Hope everybody has a great week, and hope everybody fares well with this nor'easter that's coming up. I'm not too excited about that. Anyway, 7-3 to everybody, and all the best. VE1 JBL, VA1 BIL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bill. Good on everything there. And yeah, I'm not sure myself. They keep saying it might be a mixture of rain and stuff. Well, we've still got about 50 centimeters or so in the yard here. I don't know if I want any rain on top of that before it changes to snow, or maybe it just better stick to snow. But anyways, it could be a mess, that's for sure. Okay, Bill, thanks very much for taking part tonight. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening there. Let's go into Oxford and see Robert. And I assume that the net is being live fed on YouTube there. VE1RMJ from VE1JBL.
VE1 JBL, VE1 RMJ. Good evening to you, Jim, and all is on frequency. Sounds like a great net. Been listening along to bits and pieces here in the shack. We'll work on a few other things. Yeah, the net is live streaming tonight, but we don't have anybody watching it live. Maybe we'll have some views there afterwards. But it is out there and working for anyone that wants to check it out. Maybe hear how their signal is. Maybe help some people out there adjust their mic gains to kind of balance some things out. Not that I picked out anything there tonight. Anyway, I won't keep it here. I know it's a really busy net, and it's minus 17.2 here, so it's getting cold fast out there. Anyway, hope everybody has a great evening. 7-3, VE1JBL, VE1RMJ.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Good and everything there. And yeah, for everybody out there that if you go on YouTube at Rob VE1RMJ, you can follow that along on the software itself, the WiresX software, and see everything that's going on, and all the stations connected, and who's talking, and there's even the chat box. And Robert's usually monitoring that, so if anybody has any questions, put in the chat box there, and Robert will answer you there. So the chat box, it was working well when we first started, Robert. There was quite a few coming in the chat room there, but anyways, that's what it's there for. Anybody can get on there and chit-chat back and forth to other Fusion operators while the net is going on there. So if you get a chance, try it out, and you might enjoy it, that's for sure. And again, Robert, thanks very much for putting it on, and we sure do appreciate it. And I know when I do miss the net myself, I always go in and watch the replay of the net there, so it's good to have. 7-3, and thanks very much for taking part in the net tonight. Okay, let's go into Pugwash Harbor and see Terry and see how the ice flows are coming up and down the harbor there. VE1AS from VE1JBL, and good evening to Sue in the background.
Good evening, Jim, from VE1 Alpha Sierra and VA1 SIS. Currently it's minus 11 here in Pugwash, going down to minus 19 tonight, apparently. And there's quite a chunk of ice in the harbor, that's for sure. You don't see it flow in and out, it just stays solid. So I guess that's what we're going to have for a while. And so thanks for letting me check in and for looking after the net there, Jim. Say good evening to everyone that's checked in and yet to check in. This is VE1 Alpha Sierra Clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Terry. Good on everything there, and thanks very much for taking part in the net there tonight, 7-3. Okay, so we'll before we check in with stations from outside the Maritimes, we'll do our second round of New Brunswick, so that'll complete the 2 rounds. So, second round from the province of New Brunswick. Any stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net, this is your time. Come on.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Victor Echo Alpha. Northwest New Brunswick.
I'm Papa Alpha Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Juliet Kilo.
Okay, I got 5 stations that time, and I may have missed one. Well, I'll tell you who I got. I got VE9 OSK, VE9 VEA, VE9 PAL, VE1 PPL. I didn't hear any audio, but Pat, I did get your call sign up there, VE1 PPL, and VE9 MJK. Who did I miss from New Brunswick? Any other stations from New Brunswick? Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, November Alpha.
Okay, I got you in there too, Nelson. Okay, top of the list, VE9 OSK, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Oscar.
VE1 JBL, VE9 OSK. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net.
been listening from the beginning, but nothing much was coming through the MAS there, so I waited for the second round. Second round seems to be working fine there. Hopefully they'll finish setting that up there. Nothing much beside that. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for calling me in from Dieppe, Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo.
Yeah, okay, very good, Oscar. Yeah, I do see you're coming through the Maritime Fusion repeater, and it seems to be working fine. Didn't miss a beat that time. So, Mike, you were listening in the background there. MTV, it seems to be working. We'll keep an eye on it here. Hopefully, we'll get some more stations checking in on it there. Thanks, Oscar. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk to you again. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Trackety and see Vern. VE9 VEA, VE1 JBL. Very good evening, Vern, and imagine she's cool up your area.
VE1 JBL, Wednesday Night Fusion Net Control. Good evening, Jim. Good evening to all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams on a frequency there for sure. Well, Jim, I don't know how many different nets here. I've been having trouble checking in. When I first check in for my first time to check in on a call-up, I was not being heard a lot of the time. The first time I could check in with you here tonight, I wasn't heard. So I'm trying to figure what's going on because I'm doing it all the time. Anyhow, I think I got to figure it out, Jim. I made a little change here, so if I can remember everything to do it, I think maybe I got the problem figured out, and we'll try not to be repeating ourselves too often there. Outside of that, I don't know what the temperature is. I haven't asked my Google Home what the temperature is out there, but I imagine it's quite chilly, Jim. Don't think I'll go with my shorts or Bermuda shorts on, that's for sure. So we'll go from there. And have a good one. You got a fantastic net as usual. You're doing a fantastic job as usual. So it looks like we're going to be another good net count tonight there. Anyhow, Jim, thanks for calling us in. Wish all fine, outstanding, upstanding hams a great evening, what's left of it. Fantastic wake-up call tomorrow. 7-3 to all. 88 to the ladies. A special good evening to the scanner and shortwave listeners. We're going to turn it back to you. VE1 JBL, net control, VE9 Victor Echo Alpha, Vern in the big area of Samoraz on the outskirts of Trackety, China. 7-3 is all, 7-3 James, thanks for doing that and calling us in. Bye.
Yeah, okay, very good, Vern. Good on everything there and the location there. So, good stuff. And yet, you just finished my first column on the page here. There's 35 in each column. So, you were number 35 for the evening there. So, thanks again for taking part. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go into Irish Town and see Paul. And actually, Paul is probably one of the many few who has been on every net since we started back in January of last year there. So thanks very much for always taking part there, Paul. We greatly appreciate it there. VE9 PAL from VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, this is VE9 PAL. Well, thank you there. Coming in through the Amers, I tried a month in and I don't seem to get through there, so hopefully you can read me okay, over.
Yep, absolutely no problem at all. Coming in loud and clear. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, all right. It's minus 16 here in Irishtown. It's going to be a cold one. I guess it's supposed to go with the wind chill, probably over 30. Anyway, I got the old TurboTax. I'm waiting for my T4 now. Got that loaded up to my computer, and to my taxes this year, I won't have to run around here and there. Anyway, you guys all take care and have a safe week, and prepare for the storm. V9 PAL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Paul. Good and everything there, and it's some surprise when people are happy to get their T4 slips and get things going there. So welcome to tax season. 7-3. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, let's go up to Edmundston, and I'm sure it was Pat that was on there. I did see the call sign, and if so, then I think this would be the first time I've talked to you on Fusion. I think, Pat. So let's give it a try. VE1 PPL, VE1 JBL. You there? VE1 PPL, VE1 Papa Papa Lima, VE1 JBL. I did see the call sign come up. Pat, are you on frequency? Go ahead. Okay, he may be having trouble because when he did come in, it was all noise I was hearing, but I did see the call sign come up on the software. That's how I actually knew the call sign, because I seen it come on the software, but the voice was not there. It just seemed to be scrambled. So maybe he's having a problem there. So I'll call him in at the end of the list here. So let's go see Mike. I think this is another newer member to our FusionNet, BE9, Mike Juliet Kilo. Boy, I'll have to remember that one. MJK, BE9 MJK, BE1 JBL. Come on in.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. This is Victor Echo 9, Mike Juliet Kilo. Thanks, Jim, for calling me into the net. Hello to everyone this evening, and yeah, I decided to connect through WiresX through my laptop this time. I've tried to connect just on the handheld last few nets, and it wasn't working. So far so good. I missed the first round, but I unplugged my hand mic, and it seems to be working now. But anyways, other than that, the best way to learn is through trial and error. It's currently minus 15 here where I am. 73s all around, everyone, and I hope you all have a great evening. Stay safe. DE1 JBL, DE9 MJK, clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Good and everything there, and you're sounding perfect now, so no problem at all. And that's what it's all about. Amateur radio is trial and error, and keep working at it there. So no, everything is working good there. So very good. Thanks very much for taking in, and thanks very much for taking part in the FusionNet there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Bucktush and see Nelson. VE9NA, VE1 JBL. Very good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Good evening to everyone on the net. I was listening to the net from the beginning, Jim, and you called quite a few in Nova Scotia, and then you came back to New Brunswick, and I was just getting ready to check in, and I heard Mike and TV, and right after that, I guess that the repeater cut off, and you couldn't hear nothing, and you just came back a few minutes ago. But anyway, just to let you know, I'm not sure what's going on, but we made it to the net tonight. So thanks for doing it, and call me in, and we'll turn it back to you, Jim. The one JBL with the net from VE9NA.
Yeah, okay, very good, Nelson. Good and everything there, and you're coming through the mountain repeater there, no problem this time. So good on everything there. I was going to say you could also try Joe's repeater there, BY2JOE over on the island, and you might be able to get in that way. I'm not sure if you tried that or not, but anyways, good on everything. Thanks very much for taking part of the net tonight. Sure do appreciate it there. 7-3, and have yourself a great one there for sure. Okay, before I open it up here, I'm going to try Pat one more time here. VE1 PPL. VE1 PPL, VE1 JBL. Did you make it there, Pat? Go ahead.
I think I got it there. Victor Echo 1 Papa Papa Lima. How's that?
Yep, absolutely no problem at all, Pat. VE1 PPL, VE1 JBL coming through the Edmonton repeater. And just remember, Pat, key up for a couple of seconds before you start your transmission, and keep the mic on for a couple of seconds after your transmission is finished. It's just the way that the system works there. So come on in, and welcome to Fusion, and welcome to the Maritime Fusion. Go ahead.
Anyway, here in Edmonton, it's very cold. I guess we're going to get some warmer weather probably in the next couple of days. But I sure hope that we get that, because I have a problem at my garage. It's frozen stiff, so I got to get it in there. So I have to warm up the padlock. Anyway, it's good to talk to you.
Yeah, okay, very good, Pat. Good to hear you in there. I think that's actually the first time, one of the first times we've actually spoken. I know we used to do a lot of emails back and forth there way back when I had the Maritime Amateur website there, but good to hear you on air there. So thanks very much for taking part in the net there, and hopefully we'll hear you more often on the Maritime Fusion net every Wednesday night here at 7 p.m. So thanks again, and have yourself a great evening there. And you're sounding good on the, I think it was the FT2 you were on there. So 7-3. And have yourself a great evening there. Okay, so we've completed 2 rounds now in the Maritime provinces, so let's open it up to stations outside of the Maritimes. Any stations outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net, this is your time. Come on in.
V9 VA, Risha.
Victor Alpha 6, Foxtrot Papa, VA6 FP.
Okay, I got 1 station at a time. I got VA6 Foxtrot Papa, Francis, I got you. Any other stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? Stations from, I see some repeaters in here from Ontario. I see a couple of American repeaters in here and nodes. So anybody from outside the Maritimes, we welcome you to come in and join us for the net there. So stations from outside the Maritimes, come on in. Okay, nothing heard, and I didn't hear from Steve down in Florida, so he must still be at Applebee's there. So we'll take Francis, out in Alberta. And, well, I looked at the temperatures tonight, Francis. It almost seemed like you were on the plus side there. And we're going down, well, in Edmonton, it's going to be minus 36 tonight. So maybe you want to rush yourself back home here. Go ahead.
VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion net from VA6 FP. Good evening to you, Jim. Good evening to everyone on the Maritime Fusion net this evening. No, Jim, I'd love to go home, but when I see temperatures like that, I'm getting a little thermometer shy. Sorry you guys are getting that cold stuff. It's actually, like you said, it's plus 1 degree Celsius here in Wainwright, Alberta tonight. Nice day, beautiful sunny afternoon, and, well, we don't mind. It's supposed to last like that right until Sunday, and then Monday she's supposed to fall back to more seasonal temperatures, or like around minus 10. But we're glad the cold snap is out of here. I'm just sorry it went down east. I would have preferred it would have gone up to the high Arctic and give somebody else a taste of it rather than you guys in the Maritimes. Anyway, Jim, just a quick question if you don't mind. I'm just wondering, when you do maritime check-in at the beginning of the net, is it permissible for us out of maritime stations to check in? The only reason why I'm asking that, I won't abuse it, but I know there might be a couple of Wednesdays where I might be running short time, and instead of missing the net, I just want earlier with the short time check-ins, if you don't mind answering that, please. Other than that, Jim, great week wishes to everyone out there in the East Coast. Wish I was home, except for the weather. Stay warm, stay safe, and if you have to, buy some storm chips for the weekend. Take care, Jim. VE1 JBL from VA6 FP.
Yeah, okay, very good, Francis. Good and everything there, and good on the temperatures out there. So you're getting your reprieve out there. I'm sure they'll come back. So don't take all those jackets off yet, because I'm sure there's more to come. That's for sure. No problem at all, Francis. Because I have noticed when you've checked in before that you actually check out altogether soon after you check in there. So yes, absolutely. If you've got things to do, and by all means, come on in on the short time stations and get yourself checked in there. I'd rather you come in then than instead of missing the net altogether there. So absolutely no problem at all there. Thanks, Francis, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and 7-3 for now. Vern, I did hear you in there with a recheck. VE9, VEA, go ahead.
Yeah, VE1JBL. Just a quick update. We checked Google Home for the temperature, minus 18. Minus 18, Jim, is up here right now. So it's chilly, not Bermuda short weather, but a lot better than what Francis gets out there. So we go from there. V1JBL, thanks for letting us back in. VE9 and VEA, 7-3s. And 7-3s, Francis.
Yeah, okay, very good on the temperature there. Yeah, she's going to be a cool one, that's for sure. Okay, 7-3 for now. Okay, let's open it up again. Any stations from outside the Maritimes? Anybody from outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, you are welcome to take part. So any stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to come in using proper phonetics and give us a call.
November 1 Charlie Delta November and 1 CDN West Central Florida.
There, he finally got himself out of Applebee's. N1 CDN VE1 JBL. We already called you in once, and I said, "Oh, you must be having dessert in there." Come on in, Steve.
Oh, I've been home for a while. I've been listening to the net all along. I've tried to check in 2 or 3 times, but somehow this radio from time to time, it'll stick a minus 5 meg offset in here, and that does not work on the node. So I was transmitting completely far from my node, so I wasn't making it in. Good evening. And yeah, let's talk about the weather. It's cold down here. Not cold like you, but cold like us. I got 15 degrees right now outside, but Sunday morning we will have early morning low of 1.5 degrees. And for us, that is very, very cold. Got a big parade Saturday afternoon that we plan to attend. But I have a colleague that has a deluxe luxury apartment. Oh my God. 9 stories above the parade route, right where the parade starts. So we've been invited to go over there and hang out. And we may very well watch it from inside the apartment. It's going to be a chilly day. I Googled it. She and her husband bought this apartment. They bought it for $1.5 million. And they bought the apartment next door so they could have some storage. So that's how the other half lives. Anyway, not a whole lot to add. Yes, we were at Applebee's, but we've been home for probably an hour and a half, and all is well with us. So back to net control. You guys be warm, be safe, and hopefully they take you out of that lockdown because in Florida we have no restrictions, and everybody seems to be doing fairly well down here. Again, Applebee's, fully staffed, fully, just full period. Oh yeah, let me share this with you. Let me drop it by a second. So on the back of my car, I have the flag of New Brunswick on the back window. And as we were leaving Thursday night from Applebee's, I held the door for 2 couples that were coming out. And one couple said to the other, "Look, that's our provincial flag." And I said, "That's my provincial flag." And they were from Keswick Ridge in New Brunswick, just north of Fredericton. So we had a brief conversation. So struck up a lot of conversations with that great big flag back there. All right, back to net control. That's all I've got to say. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you guys next week. N1CDN.
Yeah, okay, very good, Steve. Good on everything there, and good on the flag in the back there. Yeah, it would give some conversation. That's for sure there. So good stuff. And Tom didn't quite make it, but anyways, we'll be watching the playoffs again this weekend with bated breath there. So we'll see how the teams make out there for sure. And I was actually hoping for Buffalo, and they lost out in overtime too. So I'm getting down to who I'm really hoping for here. Maybe Cincinnati. I guess Cincinnati. I don't think Cincinnati's ever won the Super Bowl, so I guess I'll be rooting for them. So anyways, very good, Steve. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3. Talk to you again there. Okay, with that, we're going to open it up. It's 21 minutes past the hour, so we're going to open it up to anybody, anywhere, inside the Maritimes, outside the Maritimes, or as Mike would like to say, outer space. So anybody would like to check in from anywhere to the Maritime Fusion. That call sign here is VE1JBL. My name is Jim, located in Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, looking for check-ins from anywhere. Come on in with your call.
Victor Echo 1, Papa Sierra, VE1 PS.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, VE9 PIN.
Victor Echo 9, Delta Echo November, VE9 DEN.
Yeah, that's how you have it. It's good, Denny.
Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango V9 JCT in slow motion.
Victor Echo 9, Alpha Delta Victor.
Okay, we got a good list that time, mostly from New Brunswick. I got one station from Nova Scotia. I got VE1PS. Then I have VE9PIN, VE9DEN. I have a new one here, VE9 Alpha Romeo Mike. I've never had that one before. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net, and we'll get you also VE9JCT and VE9ADV. Anybody else that I missed that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net, come on.
VE1OL, VE1 Oscar Lima.
Okay, Aubrey, I got you right on the end of it there. So let's go to the top of the list. Peter, VE1PS, VE1JBL, very good evening.
Very good evening, Jim. Everybody else on frequency, just a real quick check-in. I've been listening for a little bit, but working from home this evening, so I can't stick around. I think I heard a VE1CD, Charlie Delta, come up behind me just after I signed in, and I put down the mic. He was right behind me, so you might want to see if he's on the list as well. With that, I will turn it back to you, sir. Everybody stay well, stay negative, and back to you, Net Control. V1JBL, V1PS.
Yeah, okay, very good, Peter. Good on everything. Good to hear you in there. And I put Trevor down at the end here in case he is in there. So thanks very much for taking part, and have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go up to Edmondson. The Bert, VE9PIN in the deep freeze. VE1 JBL, come on in.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're just looking at your email that you sent today there. Makes a lot of sense. Hope everybody received it and reads it. Now, what am I looking for? It was just in another page. As of 1 o'clock this afternoon, emergency measures of the northern New Brunswick, that include Madawaska County, Restigouche County, Victoria County, detail an episode during which the wind chill will be very high, expected. Very low temperature are expected tonight until Thursday morning. Wind chill factor from minus 35 to minus 40 and higher. Region, I just said, tonight, Thursday morning, remarks the lowest temperature will be prevail in the lowland. Extreme cold affect everyone. Cover up. Frostbite can be developed within minutes on skins exposed to wind chill. An extreme cold warning is issued when wind chill or very cold temperature presents a high health hazard. Frostbite, hypothermia, etc. So
stay in buildings or cars and stay warm and dress yourself if you need to go out, even to get a few pieces of wood outside. Besides that, not much. We did order a new FTM 400 for the club station this morning. So within a year, we ordered a FTM 300, a 991, and now a 400. So we're just running at it high. 400 will be put in the emergency measure box. And we request a quote this morning for a new fusion repeater, FTM 300, wire X, and so on. What needs to be connected with computer and all that to internet. So we're just moving up here in northern New Brunswick. They must like us in California, ordering all that. Besides that, not much. 7-3, have a pleasant evening, good week, and stay warm.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bert. Good on everything there. Good on the repeaters and the radios and everything. Yeah, you're doing very well up there, so congratulations on that for sure. 7-3, have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for taking part there. And let's go in and see Denny in Dalhousie, VE9DEN, VE1JBL. Very good evening.
Well, good evening, Jim. Good evening to one and all there, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be some cold tonight, God. They said that minus 34 there to 40. Wow, that's some cold, 35 or whatever. It's some cold, Jim. But everything is fine. We like it inside, and thanks for doing the net. Everybody, you have quite a bit of station there on the repeater on the node there. You have something like 25, 26. So 26, there you go. Hey, that's quite a bit there, and you got people from all over. Oh goodness, and batters way up to the other end of the county, eh? Way up there. So that's great, and everybody sounds good. Everybody sounds the same, so it's perfect. So always think positive, but stay negative, and enjoy life. Take care, eh? VE1 GBL, VE9 DEN, and here in the old town of Dalhousie, where it's cold.
VE9DEN, VE1JBL. Yeah, very good, Denny. Yeah, it is cold, that's for sure, and good and everything. Yeah, we got lots of nodes in here, and I have a couple from Quebec in here. So at the bottom of the list here, I wanted to ask those stations if there's anybody on there. If they are coming in, if they just want to use French, by all means, come in. And Mike, I assume Mike Tango Victor's on there. So if we can get some of the stations from Quebec in there, that would be great. And Mike can go back to them there. So anyways, we'll continue on here, and then I'll call those two stations, those two repeaters from Quebec in, and see if we can get somebody in there. Very good. Thanks, Denny, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, this is a new one for me. VE9ARM. Armin, I think, is the name there. VE9ARM. VE1JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE9ARM. I got no traffic in my part. First time on the date. So, nice to Denny to broadcast it. I don't have all my system hooked up again, but it'll be coming in a few days, I guess. No more traffic. VE9ARM.
VE9ARM, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Armin. Thank you very much for taking part there tonight. Welcome to Fusion, and welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. And glad to have you on board. And hopefully we'll hear you more often on the Maritime Fusion Net on Wednesday night there. Take care. Have yourself a great evening there, and thanks for taking part. Okay, let's get down to Shediac in slow motion, I thought he said. I'll have to find out what's going on here. VE9, Juliet Charlie Tango. VE1JBL. Come on in, Jean-Claude.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Jim. Good evening to all on it. Hello at Denis there in Dalhousie, and all. Bonne soirée tout le monde. Puis, yeah, and, yeah, everyone was, when I checked in, everyone was coming in real in slow motion there, yeah. We just want to make sure that our call is in there somewhere, yeah. And that's okay, yeah. It's all good. Lots of people, and yeah, we were talking about that the other night on the local repeater here in Shediac about how ham radio it's doing well, yeah. Around here anyway. I don't know how out west. I don't know how Francis is. How is it over there? But over here it's picking up compared to many years ago. Anyway, with that, we'll say 7-3 to all from Shediac, New Brunswick. Back to net control, Victor Echo 9, Julia Charlie Tango.
Yeah, okay, very good, Jean-Claude, and good on everything there. And yeah, if you come in nice and slow and space it out there, you're probably not going to be doubled up there. And I noticed another good way is to first give the call sign with using the proper phonetics, and then come back and give it the just with the letters themselves. That seems to stretch it out longer, so we make sure we get everybody in there too. So whatever works, that's for sure. Thanks, Jean-Claude, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. 7-3 for now. Let's go into the FNC VE9ADB, VE9ADB, VE1JBL. Jean-Pierre, JP, come on in.
VE1JBL, VE9ADB. Yes, Jim, it's JP here in DF, and I'm not going to complain about the cold. There's been enough complaining about that tonight, I think. Hi. Hello to Jean-Claude there and everybody else here on the CQ Maritimes. I've been listening tonight, but I was busy putting a cabinet together, one of those cabinets you put over the toilet there to put storage items in it. So I was putting that cabinet together and got it all done and got it hung up, and I figured if I get time to check into the net, I will. So here I am. So hopefully it looks like you have a really good net there tonight, Jim, and a lot of outside station as well, and it's a lot of fun. So anyways, if Mike's not around, I'm gonna stay around here. If any of the Quebec stations are in here, I can help with that if you want there, Jim. This is Victor Echo 9 Alpha Delta Victor, JP and Diet, saying 7-3 to all.
Yeah, okay, very good, JP. Yeah, very good. You just stand by there, and I got a couple more here, and then I'm going to call them in and see if anybody wants to come in there. And I appreciate if somebody could pick them up there. So just stand by there. Let's go see Aubrey up in Quispam Sis, VE1OL, VE1JBL. Very good evening, Aubrey.
VE1JBL, VE1OL. Okay, Jim, thanks for calling me in. I've tried to call in about 4 times with no luck on VE1VAL in Greenwood, getting a real strong signal from Greenwood. So finally, I came over to VE1AEH, which isn't as strong here, but at least I'm getting through it. I'm running high power on both of them, and it's unusual. I always get through Greenwood with no trouble, so I don't know what was going on tonight. Anyway, I was listening to Boston for news there on TV earlier, and the weatherman there was talking about this nor'easter, and some areas were forecasted to get over for the snow. So I don't know if that's going to apply to us or not, but I hope not. And so I guess that's about it from me. Thanks very much for doing the net. Good to hear everybody, and we'll turn it back to you, Jim. VE1 JBL. This is VE1OL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Aubrey. Good to have you on board there tonight. Yeah, good on the storm. Yeah, I looked at CNN this afternoon, And CNN, on one of their things, was saying that there was going to be hurricane force winds with this nor'easter that was coming up this weekend here. So, boy, that would be interesting for sure. If it's bad enough that we're getting a nor'easter, but we get hurricane winds. I don't know if they're trying to scare the people or prepare the people, but anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll get what we get, and that's that's what'll happen. Thanks, Aubrey. Have yourself a great weekend, and a great week, and 7-3 for now. Okay, bottom of the list, Trevor, I think you were in there. At least Peter thought you were. VE1CD, VE1JBL.
VE1JBL and Fusion Net VE1CD. Well, good evening, Jim, and all on frequency here. Yeah, we tried a couple times. I guess we are getting out. Anyway, we got the wood stove going, and we'll be stocking it up here shortly for the night. Make sure that doesn't run out with the temperatures we're gonna get. And with that, we'll say 7-3. Hope everyone has a good weekend here, and we'll have to hope the storm doesn't do too much here on the weekend. V1JBL and Fusion Net, V1CD.
Yeah, okay, very good, Trevor. Good and everything. Yeah, we'll see what happens on the weekend there for sure. 7-3. Have yourself a good night. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sticking around there, because we were missing some of these stations, but I'm glad you stuck around and got yourself in there. So 7-3 for now. Okay, I'm going to take a round. I'm going to call in a couple of repeaters from Quebec that are on here, and JP, I guess you stand by and see if you can pick them up if anybody comes in there, and if they come in French there, and go back to them there. But if there's anybody from Quebec, let's see. The two repeaters are Victor Echo 2 Romeo Mike Papa. That's Victor Echo 2 Romeo Mike Papa, and Victor Echo 2 Romeo Mike Kilo. Victor Echo 2 Romeo Mike Kilo. So if there's any hams on either one of those repeaters that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, if you want to come in using French, by all means, go ahead.
VE9 might repeat that in French there, if I may. Du Québec qui aimerait de participer au réseau Fusion Maritime. Vous êtes appelé en phonétique. C'était Victor Echo 9 Mike Tango Victor. J'écoute pour vos athlètes d'appel en phonétique. I think VE2 RMP is the one that Denis is using there in New Richmond there, Jim. And the other one, I'm not sure where it's from, but I didn't hear any stations from Quebec checking in there. So back to you, Net Control, VE1JBL, V9MTV.
Yeah, okay, Mike, very good. And I had to chuckle to myself when you came back to me the first time there. Yeah, if they want to come in French, it would have been better to give them the question in French. So I guess I should have passed it along to somebody to actually put that out in French to begin with. So well, I'll have to try to remember that next time around. Anyways, thanks, Mike. No problem at all there. And like I say, they are connected. Maybe they're a little shy, but well, hopefully we'll get them in here sometime. Very good. Thanks, Mike. Do appreciate it there. And we'll talk to you again there. 7-3 for now. Okay, so we're at 20 minutes to 9. So our net that usually only runs for an hour. We're up to an hour and 40 minutes. So let's make this the final call. We're going to make this the final call for the Maritime Fusion Net for the last week of January. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Anybody like to check in before we close the net? Please come in. And the call sign here is VE1JBL. My name is Jim. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Come on
in. Victor Yankee 2 Juliet Charlie VY 2 JC.
Whiskey 5 Alpha Juliet Quebec. Jonathan and Sandy.
Okay, I got two stations that time. I got Joe, BY2JC, and I got Jonathan, I think it is, Whiskey 5 Alpha Juliet, Quebec from Utah. So any other stations, we're on the last call here now, so any other stations, last call that would like to check in the Maritime Fusion Net before we close, come on in. Nothing hurt. We're going to go with these last two. And Joe, you're number 50. So that's the first time I've had 50 in a long time here. So VY2JC, VE1JBL, very good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Good evening to everybody on the net there. I'm just letting the dog out. Now you know who let the dog out. You know the song, Who Let the Dog Out? Well, I did. Anyway, holy cow, I was trying to get into the net right back. I think whenever you did last, did the call for PEI there, I tried to come in, and I had no luck. I was using the amplifier the other night here, and it bothers the computer here, so I had to reset the program a couple of times. You likely seen it there, that JOE went out and then come back, and then went out and come back. So that was my problem here. I apologize for that, but anyway, good to hear everybody on. Now I think number 50. Well, Tracy's birthday is today, and she's 52. So hopefully you get two more. Well, you got 51. You need one more to get 52, Jim. She's 52. Oh dear, she just loves me when I stretch that and tell the world how old she is. Now she's pumping iron here. She's going to give us now. Thanks for doing that, Jim. And if Carrie's listening, I gave Tracy her birthday present, and she loves this. It's 70 Jim, VY2JC Portable.
Yeah, okay, very good, Joe. And she's pumping iron. You're going to be in trouble. I can see that old frying pan coming at you now at a wicked speed there. So very good. But she doesn't look any more than 22, Joe. So you should explain that on the air, that you don't look any more than 22. So there you go. There's how you'll get that. Maybe the frying pan won't come at you after that. So very good. And happy birthday, Tracy, and congratulations on that. So you guys have yourself a great evening there, and enjoy the cake. Hopefully you got a cake. 7-3. Okay, let's go to Jonathan down in Sandy, Utah. And very good evening, Jonathan. Your dad was already on here this evening from the outskirts or the suburbs of Sackville, he calls it. And I'm going to close the net right after your conversation here with me. So if you want to give him a call afterwards, by all means, as soon as I shut down the net here, you can give him a call. Whiskey 5, Alpha Juliet, Quebec, from Victor Echo 1, Juliet Bravo Lima. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, this is W5AJQ. Good evening, Jim and the net, all my friends there in the Maritime provinces. The sun is just setting here in Sandy, Utah, just a suburb on the southern side of Salt Lake City. The temperature here tonight is balmy 1 degree Celsius. I understand I was talking to the old man on the Ham Shack hotline there, and I understand that you guys have got some pretty severe weather coming in.
get your conversation. I got as far as +1 at your location there, Jonathan. I'm not sure what happened, but 4 stations just clicked out here all at once. So try it again. Whiskey 5 Alpha Juliet Quebec from VE1 JBL. Go ahead. Jim, this is W5AJQ. It's Jonathan. I'm not sure where I dropped out, but I was watching my screen here and I saw it lose internet connection. So anyway, I'm not sure where I dropped out, and it really doesn't matter. I'm just glad to reach out to you fine folks there in the Maritimes. I do miss the East Coast. I'll tell you that right now. But anyway, 73, everybody, and stay safe during this storm. This is Whiskey 5 Alpha Juliet Quebec back to VE1 JBL and the rest of the net. 73s. Yeah, okay, very good, Jonathan. Yeah, I got everything that time there. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but 5 stations checked out of here all at once there, and I lost you all together there. So, but we got you that time, no problem at all. And I'm just going to close the net now, Jonathan. So if you want to stand by and give your dad a call here after I'm done here, by all means, go for it there. So anyways, okay, so we are closing the net. We had 51 check-ins tonight, so I want to thank everybody for taking part there tonight. We also want to thank all the owners of the repeaters and the notes who linked in tonight for helping us to expand the area for local hams to check in. A recap of the net will be sent out to all members via email, and as you see now that when I give a reminder for the Maritime Fusion net, that's when I am sending out the recap of last week's net. That's just so that you only get 1 email instead of 2 in your inbox through the week there. So I'm just doing it all on once there now. So for more information about the Maritime Fusion net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.MikeAlpha Romeo Charlie, that's MAARC.ca, and click on Club Activities and Nets. Now that the net has concluded, the CQ Maritimes room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1 JBL Jim in Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia. Signing off. Good night all, and go ahead, Jonathan, and give your dad a call. VE1 JBL signing clear.
Congratulations, Jim, on the big 51 there, and great stuff there. A great net for sure. VE9, VE8. Oh, also, Jim, it's a good thing that Joe does not live in Edmonton, because there will be no Armstrong heater tonight for him, that's for sure. 7-3, Jim. 7-3, Joe. Bye-bye, everybody.
Roger, 7-3, Bern.